Hello everyone, this is Ajinkya, software trainer at CAD Center on Pune, and today I'm going to discuss the customer service skills. So, the agenda of discussing this particular topic is to create awareness about customer service skills in the organization or in the society. So, let's discuss uh, this this particular awareness. Okay, the customer skills. Hmm? So let's talk about what is customer service initially. So customer service is not a department, it's everybody's business. So we must understood initially that is customer service is a not department. Okay, so it's everybody's business, so everyone should be involved in that particular task, that is customer services, or simply a service which we are providing to the customers of our organization or whatever the person dealing with. If you are looking to improve your career, it's important that you should develop confident customer service skills. Definitely, if you are looking to improve your career, okay, if you want to improve your career, if you want to achieve something good, something big in your life, so it is important that you should develop a confident customer service skills. Definitely everyone has a customer service skills, but you have to go beyond that. It's not just having a simply customer service skills, you have to be more confident in that. Then uh, so next is what to build a confident customer service skills. What are the points which we should have to consider? So that are enlisted in upcoming upcoming presentations or upcoming slides. Okay, and what are those? So very first one is communication skill. So everyone knows that without communication, good communication skill, might be we will deal with customer, but or might be we will provide a service to the customer, but that customer might be not get satisfied with our service. So that is why we should focus on our communication skill. So communication skill means what? Whatever service we are providing to the customer, whatever thoughts we are sending towards the customer, or whatever conversation is happening with the customer and we, so that should be a meaningful conversation. Secondly, whatever message we are transmitting to the customer, or whatever message we are getting from the customer, so that should be clear one. And then write a message with proper body language. So that is also very important point. Whatever conversation is happening between customer and us, okay, definitely that should be meaningful, that should be clear, as well as with proper body language. So we must focus on all these points if we want to give a good customer service to others or to customers. Then second point is self control. That is also a very important part while dealing with customers, because a number of times we try to complete or try to fulfill all the what we can say desires of a customer, but sometimes might be the system fails. I'm not saying that always system fails, but sometimes system fails, and at that time the customer is angry one. Okay, and he will come to us, he will talk in very rude language. So at that time we should have self control. Okay, because different type of customers in a market, so we should be able to handle each and every what we can say customer with same tone. Okay, with same knowledge, or what we can say in a same voice as well. Okay, we should not get tempered because of or by getting influenced by the customers. Okay, we should deal with them with self control. We should not lose our control while dealing with the peoples who are rude while talking with others, or might be they have a confusion. Okay, so to clear all the things, we should have a self control. Then next thing that is more important, that is frustration of one customer should not go to the next. So that is also very important part, because sometimes what happens, one customer, rude customer comes to you. Okay, because of that your mood will be get disturbed, or might be your psychology will be get disturbed, and because of that you are going to what we can say, whatever frustration is with you, you are going to apply on a upcoming customer. So that shouldn't happen, we should balance all the things. Okay, the next point is patience. Definitely it is related with self control. We should be patient while dealing with each and every customer. A part of self control when dealing with an upset customer. Definitely upset customers will comes to us. Okay, so we should deal with them with self control. We should keep a patience, then separate our feelings from the situation and understanding, right? That is also a very important point. That is, we should be able to separate our feelings from situation and understanding. Why? Because situation varies based with respect to time. Okay, with respect to the customers which is attending your, which is coming towards you. So that is why we should separate our feelings, because already we have discussed in first point, that is might be upset customers comes to you, might be some happy customers comes to you to give a good feedback. So we should be able to separate our feelings from the situation and understandings. Then next one is, we must have ownership attitude. Why this is so? Ownership attitude, if we have ownership attitude, uh, we are going to motivate ourselves. Okay, that is a leads to self motivation. So once I say this business is my business, okay, so I will work more than if I will say the business is of that particular person and I work here. So there will be a what we can say, the intensity of work or the enthusiasm of work might slightly vary. Okay, I'm not saying that whatever motivation or whatever enthusiasm is going to vary continuously, but slight variation may be there. So that is why we must have ownership attitude, ability to understand when a customer complains of a service failure. Definitely we will be getting an ability to understand when a customer complains of a service failure. So the whatever what we can say, feedback is taken by these particular customers, so we will be able to understand what actually his problem or where the system fails. So that is why we must have ownership attitude. The next way very important point is good phone skills. Okay, clear message and use of soft skills. Why we should master in this particular skill as well, phone skills? Because many times customers contact to the organization via phones, so we should be able to deliver a clear message. That is why we should follow some phone calling etiquettes. We should know what are the etiquettes of that particular phone calling. We must follow that so that we are able to give a good service to the customer. Okay, the next point is team spirit. Definitely to achieve a big goal, there must be a good team. Okay, because individually we cannot, definitely we can do something, but whatever whatever things are difficult to us, okay, or whatever the organization in which we are working, so that is a team. And to contribute in the growth of team or a company or organization, we must have team spirit. Then and then only we are able to work happily in that particular environment, because it's a group task. We are working in a group, or we are working in a team. So excellent customer service requires teamwork. Definitely working well with others is an essential skill for being successful and rendering delightful services to our customer. Definitely working well with others is an essential skill. Working with others means what? Our colleagues. If we are having proper collaboration between our team, so that we are able to give a good service to the customer. If there is no proper coordination between our team, so definitely we will give some answers to the particular customer, so that will not match with my answer and my colleague's answer. So proper balance should be there, proper coordination should be there, so that we can achieve the goal. Otherwise might be it will be somewhat difficult. Then knowledgeability. Definitely should have enough knowledge about what we offering to the customer. Okay, so we must clear whatever things we are delivering to the customer. We must have through all knowledge of whatever products, whatever services we are providing to the customer. Then only we are able to solve the questions of customer, then only we are able to uh, what we can say counsel the customer based on our knowledge. Proper information on products and services should be given to the customer. Otherwise, the customer may take it wrong if we are providing a wrong information to the customer, because definitely customer is coming to us, so might definitely he knows more about whatever products we are delivering to him, whatever services we are delivering to him. So proper information should be transmitted, and when it will happens, when we are having a good knowledge over that particular product, over that particular service. Okay, the next important point is ability to work under pressure. So we know while working in an organization, pressure has to come. If there is no pressure, so there is no change, definitely. So, and if there is no pressure, we can say that might be we are not doing something good or something right, because there are different types of pressures. Okay, I'm not saying only the pressure which is bad for our health. I am talking about the pressure which is good for the growth of organization and which is good for our career as well. Okay, sometimes it can get hectic really quickly when sales are at its peak or during the rush hours. What it means, that is for example in kirana dukan, in kirana stores, so when there is a festival like Diwali, so there will, the rush of customer is more at that particular period of time. So might be it will be hectic for the person which is running the stores. Okay, because there will be a queue, and we should be able to deliver the customer whatever his requirements properly, on time, with accuracy. So number of times it happens, so we should get that particular ability to work under pressure. And the next one is a positive attitude. To build a long term healthy relationship with customer, it is must to build, it is a must to have positive attitude. If we have a negative attitude, no one will come to you. We are not going to have a long term healthy relationship between customer and organization or with us. To acquire above mentioned skills along with positive attitude, to acquire whatever things I told earlier, whatever things we have discussed earlier, to achieve all these skills, we need to have positive attitude. If we have positive attitude, definitely within a very less time we can achieve all these previous skills. Okay, along with this last skill, that is positive attitude. So I would like to conclude, what is conclusion of my all this talk is, practicing these skills in our day-to-day work activities greatly helps to have a healthy customer service culture in our organization. So we must practice whatever skills we have discussed earlier in day-to-day work. Okay, not only listening this particular presentation and leaving it as it is. So we should try to implement one by one skills. I'm not saying imply or apply all the skills at a time. We must try first, second, third. We should divide all the skills in a schedule. We can make a schedule when we are going to utilize these particular skills, or when I'm going to work more on that particular skills. Definitely we all are having that particular skills, but we need to improve them. We have to make them more strong, more sound. A great organizational customer service culture has been proven to improve the overall efficiency and profitability of employees, organization, and customer. Definitely, if we are going to maintain a good or a great customer service culture in our organization, so it will help us to improve overall efficiency, no doubt, profitability, no doubt, but whose overall efficiency and profitability of employees, organization, and customer. So three elements are going to have a benefits, not only employee, not only organization, not only customer. So these three elements, which are most important elements of this particular cycle, are going to get benefited. So that is why we must master all these previously taught skills, so that we can maintain this particular thing. Okay, thank you, thank you very much. Thanks for listening.